This is going to be a fascinating breakdown. What's your breakdown? And then let's talk some props.
Well, first, let's remember this. In March, U Savage was 22 years old and pitching in single A. He goes to double A, he goes to triple A, he gets called up in the mid September, and now starts World Series Game 1 and World Series Game 5. Now, if you look at his numbers on the year, he's got a 3.82 ERA, not bad. But are you guys aware that his first two games were road starts, but his last six games and every playoff game has been at home? So he pitched at Tampa Bay and he pitched at Kansas City. Now he's pitching at Chevis Ravine. We know Blake Snell, same matchup, game number one, had a poor performance. These were Snell's quotes. I'm beyond excited to have another opportunity to really display the kind of pitcher that I am and I'm striving to be. He was 3-0 with a 0.86 ERA in the first three preseason starts, and he says, I'm so excited. I want to contribute. There's no better moment than right now. When I looked at Snell, and when he had a bad pitching performance, and he's now pitching at home, listen to the last five starts where he allowed at least 3 runs in one game, and he started at home the next game. 5 innings, no runs, 1 hit. 6 innings, no runs, 2 hits. 4 innings, no earned runs, 5 hits. 3 innings, 0 runs, 3 hits. 6 innings, 0 runs, 2 hits. That is 5 straight games without allowing a run at home after allowing 3 runs or more. And what made this a client play for me, I wasn't even going to get there, but when I started breaking the game down more for WagerTalk today, there was a big thing that I missed. Toronto has the biggest home-away dichotomy versus left-handed starters. Remember, they won game 1 at home against Snell. Well, at home against lefties this season, Toronto is 20-3, averaging 7.3 runs per game. On the road, they're 6-14 with 6 straight losses, and in those last 6 losses, they've scored 1 run 4 times. If you exclude couple games as a huge away favorite, they are only 3-13 on the road versus left-handed starters. A young kid making his first ever playoff start against a veteran pitcher who was embarrassed in his last start in game 1 of the World Series. This is an actual client play for me. LA Dodgers, first half, minus half a run, minus 135.
All right, let's talk some of these pitcher props. You were saying somebody, I'm looking at it right now. So somebody was playing the over the outs on Ohtani and Bieber last night. Both like one won by the hook and one lost by the hook, right?
Yep. And again, it made sense to me because after that 18-inning performance, you're trying to stretch your starters to go a little longer. Well, the bullpens now, are a little more rested. And again, you also got to realize you have tomorrow off as you travel back to Toronto. So entirely different situation for the bullpens tonight.
All right, so we got Yasavich at 12.5 outs and Snell at 17.5 outs. I would lean the under on Snell at 17.5 outs. You're getting plus money. He only went 15 outs. Last one, like you said, maybe their bullpen's a little bit rested. I don't know. What are your takes on the outs here?
There were a lot of games where, he just got to that number. So I don't trust Snell with that. I'm happy with him in the first 5. But to me, what is the U Savage prop?
U Savage is 12.5. And
Okay.
he got to 12 in his last game against the Dodgers. That one's really close.
And again, the game before that, he had 17, and then he had 12, then he had 15, then he had 15. His 2 road starts against Kansas City, he had 12 in his last road start. I would go under in that. Again, granted, he won game 1. Granted, at home against Seattle in a win-or-go-home, he won. Playing on the road in a World Series game against this matchup again with the Dodgers seeing you for the second time in 4 games, I think he gets hit. Again, I like the Dodgers minus the run. I would bet his under outs prop for tonight.
Yeah, I'm in complete agreement with you on that one. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see what the line is on Ohtani walks when he's the full-time batter. Can I get the over on walks? I wonder what the books are going to put that one out on. That one's going to be interesting if they put out 1.5 with juice, or if they put out 2.5. I mean, Toronto just came out and said we're walking him. So,
well, and you look at Savage in his last 3 starts, again, all playoff starts, he's had 3 walks in each game. So he's had 9 walks in 13 2/3 innings. That's an incredibly high walk ratio for a young pitcher. And now playing on the road for the first time in the playoffs.
tell everyone what you have up at WagerTalk.
Guys, I have a college football play tonight. I have a college football play for Thursday, and I will have a 5% college football play for Saturday. I'll be loading that by tonight or by tomorrow morning at the latest. Make sure you take advantage of the Weekend Warrior, just $49. And as soon as I start loading my college football plays for the weekend, you'll get them immediately. But maybe a 7-day all access is the better way to go for me, with a Wednesday and Thursday college football play and some NHL and NBA thrown in. But college football, 11-3, 79%, and 38-18, 68%. College football plays rated 4% and 5%, 19-6, 76%. College football 5%, 10-2, 83%. And let's not forget about those NFL teasers. They continue to win. My NFL teasers, 27-8, 77%. And Andy, my NFL teasers rated 4% or 5%. I will have one this week as well. 18-4, 82% against the spread.